I'm Jen Jewell, Team Cellucor athlete, personal trainer, and fitness competitor. My fitness journey started back in high school, officially. My love for weights came when I was 16 years old and I saw my first copy of Muscle and Fitness, saw a picture of Monica Brant, and I went, wow, I want to look like that woman. Like, what do I need to do to get me there? I'd always been active with gymnastics and everything, so I figured, okay, I'm already athletic, I need an outlet for my energy, so I joined a gym. My first job ever in high school was as a personal trainer. I was teaching aerobics and personal training as my first job, so it just kind of catapulted from there. And I saw results quickly. I was really excited, and when I was 17 years old, I decided that someday I wanted to compete in a fitness competition. I moved down to Southern California for college, and I continued my job as a personal trainer. Very active, working out, and then I had a slight hiccup. I dealt with a personal tragedy. My best friend had passed away. She got killed in a car wreck, and I was down in Southern California, and I didn't have any friends or family nearby. I was just alone going to school and working. And so I don't want to say depressed, but I was definitely not my full self. Instead of continuing with all my workouts and eating clean and everything as I had been, I started making new friends to take my mind off the fact that I had just lost my best friend. We would go out to dinner, we would have desserts. I was eating dessert every night. So that added up, and I ended up going from probably 118 pounds to over 150 pounds to probably over 160. And that was over the course of a year or two. It didn't just, it slowly crept on. My body fat got up to 35%. I had an aha moment, so to speak, when I went to the doctor and had to step on a scale, and I hadn't done that for such a long time. And I went, oh, so that's why I have to buy a size 11 now. Not because my legs are extra muscular, but because I'm kind of a beefcake right now. I needed to take my own advice. So that's what I started doing, is I got serious and I made slight changes to my diet. And for me, that was key. I'm a self-proclaimed dessert monster. Obviously, I had to stop eating dessert every night. So instead of going cold turkey and putting myself on a really strict, say, contest prep diet or something like that, I stopped going out to eat every day. Maybe I would just reserve that for the weekends. I would have dessert once a week, and I just kicked up my workout routine a little bit more. Again, I'd still been active during that time while I was gaining the weight, but I was kind of going through the motions at the gym, getting on the same elliptical all the time and just putting in an hour, sometimes not even sweating. It's kind of a waste of time. So I realized when I'm at the gym, I need to make every minute count, switch up my workout as often as possible, and it was very gradual, my changes too. It was over the process of 3 to 5 years, probably. And I got down to about 22% body fat, and that's when I decided, hey, I need to do a show. I've wanted to do one forever. If I don't at least try, I know I'm always going to regret it. So I set the date, exactly 12 weeks out from the show that I found. I started training for it and went from there. It's been an interesting journey with ups and downs, and being fit, then being overweight and at an unhealthy body fat for a little while, and then fit again. I want to be my best me, so I'm always striving to be the best version possible of myself. Being strong, fit, and healthy is important to me, and also now it's great because I've been able to help so many people around the globe with my online training and with working with Bodybuilding.com and sharing workouts and working with Cellucor. People from Australia have messaged me about saying, hey, I started doing your leg workout, and they send me their results, and it's really exciting. So that's a huge motivation to me as well. Honestly, if you have fun with your fitness, you're going to stick to it. You're going to stick to the program, no matter if it's, hey, I love Pilates and I have fun with it, so I'm going to stick to that. For me and with my clients too, I know if it's something that they dread doing, they're just not going to do it. It's not going to keep them consistent coming in and out. So if I'm getting bored with the treadmill at the gym, then I make up something new on the step mill. I'll do some intervals and do something crazy and jump off and do jump rope for a while and then jump back on the step mill. Because for me, that's actually fun. It's a new challenge, and it's not just the same monotonous walking on a moving belt. I live in Southern California, so we have the Santa Monica Stairs, we have the beach, we can go hiking. There's so many things to do that type of activity too, again, is key because it's fun, and it keeps me more interested in fitness all the time. Right now, I'm doing body part split. Sometimes I do total body too, so I go back and forth between the two depending on what my goals are, what I'm getting ready for, if I have a shoot coming up, if I have a contest coming up. I hold a decent amount of muscle all the time, so I'm not ever worried about, okay, I need to bulk, so to speak. My main goal is to maintain my lean muscle mass and stay lean. Next week I actually start my total body workouts again, so 3 to 4 times a week, basically every other day. I do a lot of compound movements. I like to do cardio bursts in between all my strength training as well. Maybe I'll do a set of squats, and then I'll bust out a set of push-ups, and then I'll jump rope for a minute, and then I repeat that. And that's what I would call a tri-set. So if I make these little tri-sets up in my workouts, so I usually do about 2 strength training movements with 1 cardio burst in each tri-set. And that's kind of what my weight training is going to be consisting of starting next week. Right now, I'll be in the gym lifting 4 days a week, and cardio, let's say 5 days a week. Because sometimes on a cardio-only day, I'll throw in abs or something like that too, just because if I didn't have enough time to hit abs with any of the total body workouts earlier in the week, or maybe I want to bust out a hardcore ab workout. I always keep 1 active rest day, and then there's usually 1 day a week, and each week it's different depending on my schedule and everything. I know a lot of people like to take Sunday as a rest day. For me, sometimes I get my best workouts in on Sunday. The gym's quiet. I usually don't have a ton to do that day. I kind of take that as my day away, where I'm not answering emails from clients, and I'm not posting a lot on social media, and I'm not doing any outside work, but it's just a day for me to do whatever. So I usually get my best workouts in on Sundays. When it comes to nutrition, my overall philosophy is simple. It's about balance. Have a great amount of protein, I still eat my healthy starches every single day and healthy fats. I have fruits, vegetables, not afraid to say yes to dessert. I do a little bit of everything. As long as I stay balanced year-round, I'm able to have those splurges whenever I want. I used to weigh all my food, and then I learned how to eyeball the portion sizes. So for me, I may have 4 to 5 ounces of chicken breast, and then a yam, and then veggies. I'll have 1 to 2 cups of veggies with a meal like that. I usually cook my proteins in bulk. I'll pick a couple proteins for the first few days of the week. Lately, it's been a lot of chicken breast and ground turkey breast that I have as the meats that I eat. Yams, I'll just throw them in the microwave real quick to bake those. So I don't keep all those prepared ahead of time all the time if I don't need to. I'm fortunate that I work from home most of the time, so I can kind of cook throughout the day goes. I haven't always been like that though. So before, when I was in a different job completely unrelated to fitness and I was in outside sales, I had to pack and be gone for the entire day. So I would bring a protein shake with me, have the powder in my shaker ready to go, have almonds ready to go, maybe grab a Quest bar or something like that, and have the meals packed in Tupperware too. I do care about the taste and flavor. I'll never be that girl that during competition prep or in general has the tilapia and asparagus. I haven't tasted tilapia in almost 2 years. So if anyone has great tilapia recipes, please share them with me. When I go out, especially if I'm prepping for a shoot or a competition or something, I don't just lock myself at home and eat only what comes out of my kitchen. I still want to go out and have a social life and go out with my friends and enjoy dinners out and everything. I just make sure that my proteins are grilled, and I also will ask, do you grill these in any oil or butter? Because sometimes grilled doesn't always mean, it hasn't been saturated in something before it goes on there. Ask for a modification if you need to. If you're looking at the menu and you see, oh gosh, I don't think I can eat anything here, you probably can. Never be afraid to ask the waiter or waitress, I have a special request, because I'm sure they hear it all the time for people that have allergies or other things like that, or other limitations. So if you ask nicely, I'm sure they'll be accommodating to that request. A tip for salad, I get this a lot with my clients. My clients will say, oh, I just grabbed a salad at lunch instead. But a lot of the salads on restaurant menus are one of the worst offenders. You'd rather get a burger, and you still get less calories and more protein than a salad. So I always say, always ask for your dressing on the side. And if you really need to use the dressing, then dip your fork in the dressing first and then in the salad, and you'll end up using less of it. If you can go without the dressing, I've become really accustomed to just squeezing lemon on top or salsa. And those 2 things have helped save countless calories. Supplementation is just that. It's meant to supplement a balanced diet. For me, the protein has really been key for when I'm on the go. So if I don't have time to make a couple extra meals, if I have a protein shake right after the gym and maybe again at night, that's great. I'm still getting a clean, healthy, lean source of protein into my diet. So that makes it really simple. I always tell my clients to stock up on that. Multivitamin, always great to take, even though you are, getting in some of those essential minerals and vitamins and everything from the fruits and vegetables. I know not every day everyone's going to get all those key vitamins that they need, so multivitamin is also great. The other supplements too, they aid in recovery. So when you're working out, recovery is just as essential as the workout, if not more. So supplements that help you recover properly are definitely key. Pre-workouts for me have really helped kick my training up to the next level. That's maybe not for your brand new beginner, but someone who's been weight training for a little while. With supplements, there's always going to be hype. You see all the marketing, you see all the fancy ads, whatever. You hear your friends talking about it. And definitely do your research. A few years ago, I was going on Bodybuilding.com to research, do I really need glutamine? branch chains, or should I take them pill or powder? Different things like that. And to read the reviews of other users on sites like Bodybuilding.com has been really helpful too, because instead of just asking your friends who are like, oh yeah, I take this, you should just go take it too, you actually get a well-rounded response to see what's going to work best for you. For me, it's all about balance. And I think a lot of people, when they maybe embark on a new meal program or workout program and everything, they put like 110% in, and then they get burnt out really quickly. And I want to make sure that people don't do that, make the same mistakes, don't lose the weight and then gain it right back, which is something people often do. But if you make these slow, gradual changes, it's very balanced, so it's more realistic that way. You're much more apt to stick to a program that's more realistic and that suits your lifestyle and kind of blends seamlessly into your current lifestyle instead of something that you have to do a complete overhaul. So that's it for my training, nutrition, and supplementation. If anyone has any more questions for me, you can contact me on Facebook, Twitter, and my body space. And for more content and videos like this, keep coming back to Bodybuilding.com.